I just asked Bud the exact same question, but I'm curious for you. Do you view this season as a failure?
Oh my God. Okay, because I'm not that up. You asked me the same question last year, Eric. Okay. Do you get the promotion every year on your job? No, right? So every year you work is a failure. Yes or no? No. Every year you work towards something, towards a goal, right? Which is to get a promotion, to be able to take care of your family, to be able, I don't know, provide the house for them or take care of your parents. You work towards a goal. It's not a failure. It's steps to success, you know. And if you've never, I don't want to make it personal. So there's always steps to it, you know. Michael Jordan played 15 years, won 6 championships. The other 9 years was a failure? That's what you're telling me? No, I'm asking you a question. Yes or no? Okay, exactly. So why you asking me that question? It's a wrong question. There's no failure in sports.
All right, so that was Giannis after he got 4-1. After the Bucks got 4-1 by the Heat, and the reporter asked him a question if the season was a failure, and he responded with that. So we just gonna talk about that, and he said there's no failure in sports. So I just want to know, we gonna talk about that. I want to know your opinion. So go ahead, man. The floor is yours.
I just got a quick question. Isn't losing failure? Like, isn't the ultimate goal is to win a championship, right? And if you don't,
I would assume so.
if you don't win it, isn't that a failure though?
I would assume so.
I understand what he's saying. Like, there's steps towards your goal.
Correct.
I get what he's trying to say. Yes, you're gonna lose in the process, but your ultimate goal is not. It's like Roblox. Like, you run into something and it's not a failure. It's just another stepping stone in the road.
Right.
And you're just trying to overcome it. So I get where he's trying to come from.
But we not gonna excuse it from him trying to take it that way and trying to bring Michael Jordan into it and all this stuff. We don't have to take it that way. You have the Miami Heat, who was a play-in team,
But he was hurt too.
come in there. But he came back. He did come back though, and then he did drop however many points. He wasn't handicapped through the games that he played. I do believe that was the reason that they did go down, because you know he missed 1 or 2 games too. Okay, so yeah, that's a big deal. Obviously, he came back. He was balling though, but we're not gonna excuse the past 2 years, the reigning champs 2 years ago.
Yeah, the Bucks don't get an excuse for this.
Getting 4-1.
They had a winning record without Giannis
Yeah.
in the lineup. That's unacceptable to lose to the Heat.
Facts.
You're letting Jimmy Butler go off.
Single-handedly spanking them.
I'm confused. Y'all said Drew Holiday is the best defender in the league.
He was cooking.
This man Jimmy was cooking him on every level.
Yeah.
It was just a bad look for the Bucks.
Yeah, so I mean, like you said, I do get it as far as the bigger picture of things. But Giannis isn't going into, and I believe he even had an interview where he said he didn't even want to win the MVP. He didn't even care about the MVP. So what is your ultimate goal? To win, to be at the top of the East and then lose? There's no way that's your your goal at the end of the season. You come into the NBA, if you lose in a season or whatever, there are positives that come out of it, I'm sure. But for somebody like the Bucks that are a top team, the expectations are up there.
They were the number team, right?
Yeah, in the East, number 1 team. The expectations are there for y'all to ultimately at least go to the conference finals. If y'all not going there, y'all losing first round, that's a failure. That's a failure on a season. No matter how many wins you had, no matter what happened in the regular season, the playoffs is what matters. Y'all lost. Y'all got gentlemen swept in the first round by a play-in team, and that's just that. Like, I don't know why he got so mad about that.
Because the reporter asked him the same thing from last year.
And what happened last year? I don't remember when they lost. Did they lose to the Celtics? Somebody was injured too, right? Middleton? I think Middleton was injured last year.
Middleton was hurt. He asked him the same question. You guys still had the better overall team.
Yeah.
In my eyes, you still had the best record with or without Giannis.
Facts.
Like, y'all have a better overall team than the Heat.
Yeah.
And he was playing ass this season.
They were playing. They're literally a playing team, so it's no excuse. No matter, Giannis did go down. They were kind of tending towards that. I believe he could have maybe came back. He obviously missed the first game. He maybe could have came back the other one, but you go down 3-1 or whatever, and you just got to deal with it. There's obviously the Cavs came back 3-1. It was possible. There was a poll where it was like, if any team can do it, I believe the Grizzlies were down 3-1. They were down 3-1. And they were like, which team is most likely to actually be able to do it? And it was the Bucks, yeah. So it's like,
I would have said the same thing, the Bucks.
Yeah, but people are obviously coming to Giannis's defense as far as what he said in the interview. Even people bringing up Kobe's past interviews.
There's players who love to win and players who hate to lose. Which one are you?
I'm neither. Meaning that I play to figure things out. I play to learn something, right? Because I think if you play with a fear of failure, or you play with the will to win, or that supersedes the fear of failure, I think it's a weakness either way, right? Because if you play with the fear of failing, you'll have the pressure on yourself to play. To capitulate to that fear. If you play with the sense of I want to win, then you have the fear of what happens if you don't. But if you find common ground in the middle, in the center, then it doesn't matter. You're not phased by either, right? And that enables you to really just stay in the moment, stay connected to it, and not feel anything other than what's in front of you. So I try to just be dead center.
So obviously Kobe said that in an interview. So I don't know how far from this interview to this next video we about to watch, this little small clip.
Kobe, you won the MVP, you led the team to the finals. How do you characterize this season?
Well, the goal was to win a championship. It wasn't to win MVP or anything like that. It was to win a championship. So, from that aspect, we failed.
So I don't know how, obviously I said I don't know when those interviews took place, how far along they took place, but he said one thing and then he said another, which would surprise me in that first interview, because I feel like Kobe, the type of person he was, would never be like, well, actually, yes and no. It's like, yes, I get it that he said that. It's like, I play to learn and to grow and stuff like that. But also, Kobe was the type of person to own up to being like, yo, I fucked up, or, we failed, like how he obviously said in that one video. Mm-hmm. So it's like, a lot of people have been bringing up that first interview, being like, oh, well, Kobe's basically saying the same thing as Giannis. So
the ultimate goal is to win a championship. In my eyes, if you don't win that, the whole season is failure. All the hard work you put in.
I think the thing that Kobe was saying though was in that other one where he lost. Obviously, he lost in the finals. I don't know which playoff run that was, but he was like, the goal wasn't to win MVP or whatever. But what if you set that goal for yourself? Is it still a failure?
Isn't that what Giannis did? Didn't Kobe challenge him to win?
I believe so. MVP, yeah.
Defensive Player of the Year, then win a championship. Didn't Kobe set him goals?
I believe so. I believe it was something like that.
It's like you in the back of your mind, you can't be worried about individual goals. It's a team sport. The ultimate goal should to be win a championship.
Yeah.
Nothing else shouldn't matter. Scoring titles, all that. That's nice to have, but nothing beats having a championship. Having that ring on your finger, knowing that you won, it's pretty accomplished.
So let me just get this straight. What you basically said. So what you're saying is, if somebody set a goal for themselves to win most improved, to win. So no, hold on. Let's just say De'Aaron Fox won the first clutchest player of the year award. Is the season a failure?
Yes. As a clutch player, you can't go out the first round. The whole season is a failure. If you're the clutch player of the year, you should be leading your team. You should have beat the Warriors if you're the clutch player of the year.
I see it in the overall grand scheme of things. It's just like, you obviously won that. I'm sure he gets some type of money or some whatever for that, for getting that award. Damn, that's tough though. I obviously do get that, the ultimate goal is to win a championship, but to say the whole season is a failure, if you got an accolade, or your team or the Sacramento Kings have been, I don't even remember how many years was it since they've been in the first round or even to the playoffs. It's been some years, I believe. I forgot how many it was, but
Last time they were in the playoffs was what, with Chris Webber in them?
it was like early
After-
2000s. Early 2000s. So I mean,
Stojakovic. Sorry.
you going out first round, but you made it back to the playoffs in however many years.
I understand like what you just said. Yes, they finally made it to the playoffs. That's a success, and it's the step in the right direction. That's what it is.
Right.
It's the right step in the right direction. Like Giannis said, it takes steps to get where you need to be. That's what the Kings did. They took their first step, actually making the playoffs in years. So their whole season is not totally a failure, but in people's mindsets, if you don't win a championship, then yes, you fail.
Okay, so if that is the case,
Talk to me.
if that's the case,
Okay.
if you don't win a championship, is your time in the NBA a bust or like a failure?
What do you mean by that?
Like a Charles Barkley
Damn.
or a Chris Paul so far, because he hasn't won anything,
As a
or a Russell Westbrook, his favorite player.
I mean, you got me on that one. Because I want to say, like, they have successful careers,
Right.
but they know that it's not going to hold up. They're not going to be mentioned with the greats.
Okay.
You're always going to be remembered. You're a great player, a Hall of Fame player, but no championships.
Right.
You're not going to be compared to the others that have the championships.
I agree with that. I can see that.
Because you're not going to be nowhere near the top 20 with no championships. You need championships to solidify your name with the greats.
Okay. I almost got you.
I had to really think about this shit. Get in my bag for that one.
So yeah, let's just see what Steve Kerr had to say. Actually, I want to see look up Kendrick Perkins. I want to see what Kendrick Perkins said because I didn't watch his video.
Are we serious right now? Is Giannis serious right now? This was a complete failure by the Milwaukee Bucks. You were the number one seed, the best team in the league, the favorites to win it all, and you lost to the 8 seed who got in through the play-in tournament, who's missing their third best player in Tyler Hero. Also,
Dang, I forgot about that. They was missing Tyler Hero too.
He got hurt the same game as Giannis, right?
Oh yeah, he broke his hand. Dang.
so Victor Oladipo went out. So when I think about it and I'm looking across social media,
Damn. Bro, I forgot about all that.
What did he say? I forgot Victor went out too. This man said his last name so wrong.
I'm seeing everybody saying, oh yeah, Giannis, right on. Preach. He's the prime example of what we need as the face of the league. I love this for life. Well, we're talking about sports. Sports is about competing. And when you have expectations and you don't come close to reaching those expectations, you fail. And there's no other way around it. If it was any other player, and LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, they had the number one seed with the best team and got upset by the 8 seed, we would be having a different conversation no matter what he said at the podium.
Hey,
That is so true.
Cut it. He's saying all facts, bro.
Because we all know if KD, LeBron had a number one seed and lost to an 8 seed, that's all we're going to be hearing about.
Yeah.
How much of a fail your
Yeah.
season is.
And there's no excuse in it.
There's no coming back.
And the whole thing, 2 things that made me mad. One, like I said, what he said in the interview, there's no failures in sports. That's so false. My whole biggest thing with sports is if you're not first, you're last.
True.
Shout out Ricky Bobby. But no, that's literally the truth though. If you're not first place, then you can go ahead and be like, oh boy, at least I did the race. At least I beat my last time from last year or whatever like that. But if you don't got a gold medal at the end of the day, just like the Olympics,
it's a fail.
you
put all that hard work into what?
right,
Just
get in
to
second
lose.
place or third place or whatever, or get knocked out first round, like no,
fail.
there's no excuses. And the second thing is, I know that Nike came out and kind of backed it too. Like backed what he was saying. Like Nike made a whole thing about just like basically just being okay with losing, which I wasn't okay with.
It's never okay to feel like losing is okay. It's
Yeah.
not, bro. Losing makes you like want to work even harder to achieve.
There's nothing wrong with losing. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with being a failure. Like not being a failure, but nothing wrong with failing. But you just fail forward. Yeah. That's what you do. You know, you obviously you pick yourself back up.
You fail forward.
You pick yourself back up. If you're the Bucks, if you're whoever, you pick yourself back up. You work harder. You get better. Obviously, injuries happen, but
it's no excuse.
No excuses. Sorry, Giannis, but we ain't with you on this one, dog. We ain't riding with you. And if you are riding with them, I don't know what to say about y'all.
Cancun on 3. That's, hey.
Yeah, like you said, it's okay to lose. It's okay to, you know, fail. You obviously pick yourself up and you get past those obstacles and you work even harder and you get better. And that's just what losing and failing does. So it's nothing to be ashamed about. That's been our episode. Let us know what y'all think about Giannis' comments.
Is losing really okay?
Let us know what y'all think about that. We'll see y'all in the next one. Hope y'all enjoyed. Peace and love, baby.
Hold on.
Like,
comment, subscribe, turn on the notifications.
Right now. Do it.
That's all you gotta do. Click. Ring, ring.
I don't think you make that noise, but hey, we'll see y'all in the next one. Peace and love, baby. Yay!